If you are ready for a life-changing experience, sign up for our course today, Diversified Game Academy. Get prepared and purchase at diversifiedgame.com.
Finding the right real estate professional can be challenging. I'm broker Melissa Wilson. I'm knowledgeable in all aspects of the real estate process. So whether you're looking to buy new or an existing home or have a commercial need, I'm here to help.
Make sure you pick up my 2 books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive-Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here. We are here. It is November 25, the last Monday in November. Yeah, last Monday in November. Hope y'all weekend went good, ladies and gentlemen. Hope it went real good. This weekend, oh man, what did I do this weekend? Of course, I was on shop duty this weekend at the cake shop. And after that, I think Sunday, we kind of just chilled out a little bit. I actually watched a Christmas movie I never seen before on Netflix. They call it Christmas Chronicles, and it had like Kurt Russell playing Santa Claus. It was actually pretty good. We watched that last night, just chilling, watching Netflix, and with the family and things like that. I always tell people, family is where it's at. Definitely family. Some people like to big up being single all the time. Like, ain't nothing to that. Trust me. Ain't nothing going on. You're going to start feeling that about not having a family when them holidays hit you. That's when you really go through that. But, shout out to everybody who is definitely joining us tonight. Let me see if I can give my positivity words of wisdom for the day. I'm starting to try to do that for y'all. Don't spend everything you got. And the reason why I say that, America teaches us to, fast as we get it, we spend it all, right? This nation wants us to be consumers. They even tell you, well, if you're not spending, it's going to hurt the economy if people don't spend. If your economy is built off of people emptying their pockets, that's not a good system. Like my grandma used to say, you got to eat next week. You got to pay your bills in the next 2 weeks. Don't, like when these holidays come up, and these children be talking about, I want Christmas, I want this, and let me tell you something, every day of those children's life is Christmas. You hear me? You don't go get in debt behind no toy, no PS5, or nothing else, because you can buy that mess all year. All right? And that's just bottom line. These kids got too much. Listen, at one point in time, we had to look forward to Christmas because we wasn't getting nothing until Christmas. These kids got access to tablets, okay? Tablets. These tablets got video games. You could download different games all you want. They can watch all the movies they want on these tablets. They can do everything that we could not even do. You had to literally get a Nintendo or Sega Genesis, whatever, right? The first PlayStation. You had to buy those systems to enjoy games. These kids got games on their phones, their tablets. That's number one. If you want to get them something for Christmas, get they behind some clothes. Now, okay, you want to buy them something, fine. But don't break the bank. Don't go in credit card debt for these children. Don't do it. Because these kids, what they're going to do, you're going to spend all that money, and then you're going to look up that toy and whatever else you bought them. It's going to be sitting on the floor. They're not going to be playing with it no more after a month. If you're going to buy them something, get them something that they can use, like clothes, shoes, something they can enjoy. Because with them tablets and PS5 and anything else they have now, man, they got thousands of things they can do. And Damon said another thing, and that's go to black people. He said, stop with the name brand clothes, cars, being debt free is life. Yeah, black folk go out there, and I see you right here in Houston too. Oh boy, you driving a G-Wagon. You boy, and I see a lot of sisters driving G-Wagons. That's the main ones I see with them. That thing is ugly. I don't know what people like about that thing. And you start researching the people that actually got money, they don't even drive Mercedes. They don't. They drive Honda, Toyota, Subaru, Ford, which I wouldn't buy a Ford at all. I'm not a domestic person. I guess you're going to get a domestic. I guess maybe, a man to buy him a Corvette, I guess, eventually, if that's what he wants domestically. But man, look, I was saying that my next vehicle, I've always been in like Nissan, Infiniti, any one of those. But my next one probably going to be a Honda, Toyota, and I'm going to stay in that. I'm not about any of that expensive car mess. I don't care. Because I'm an incognito person anyway, right? I can get $100 million tomorrow and you won't even know it. Because I'm not that kind of dude that's going to be flashing in front of any of y'all. If I wanted to be flashy, I could have did that a long time ago. Just to be honest with you. I mean, if I wasn't responsible and just been like blowing off, money and not trying to grow what we have and try to make it better, I could have bought a McLaren long time ago, right? But I'm like, I'm not about to waste this money. I'm going to put it back into the company. I'm going to put it back into this, back into that. You know what I'm saying? But immature people say, ooh, let me go buy a McLaren. That's just a car, bruh. That's a car. Okay, you get some attention because you got a McLaren. So it don't matter. And I'm not looking for that kind of attention. No way. I don't want attention. I don't even want to be bothered. I'm not saying that anybody come up to me and they speak to me. No. I'm nice. Trust me. Anybody who's met me know I'll be nice. I'm cordial. I'll speak to you, your family, your kids. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, black folk, let's learn to keep our money and stop giving all our money to the folks. Let's try to keep a little bit back, okay? You don't need the latest purse, ladies. What's wrong with the purse you got, okay? I mean, get you a couple of things, save you some money. I know you got TikTok shop, you can save money. Temu, Shein, anything else you want to save some money. Don't break yourself, please. Just don't do that. Let's keep money. Yeah. Miss Andrea J said she had to wait for birthday and Christmas. Yes, right. That's how it was back in the Gap. But today, these kids, no, they get anything. Man, I've been told mine, hey, you get stuff all year long. Don't you look at me for one day out of the year. Now, I'll buy you a gift or something. I'm not saying I won't buy you something, but don't be looking like, oh, I want this big laundry list of stuff. Because I'm like, and let me go point in your room how many things I didn't bought last month. Yeah, Honda last you, Toyota. You cannot go wrong going buy a Honda or a Toyota. That is 300 to 500,000 mile vehicles if you take care of it. It is. It's proven if you take care of those vehicles. Oh, you say you buy a Ford? All right. So with that being said, we're going to talk about the Democrats tonight. The Democrats want to defend illegal immigration. They want to stand in the gap of that. They want to resist Donald Trump. with his mass deportation. I don't know where this stream is going to go tonight. I kind of know where it's going to go, but I don't know where it's going to go. That's the beauty about the streams. I don't never know where my stream is going to go. I'm just going to go where I feel it should go, right? But before it's Monday, so before we get started with anything, since it's Monday, you already know we got to start the week off right because it's Monday. And yeah, there we go. All right, Monday. And you know who it is on Monday.
Hey guys, it's Super Mayor Tiffany A. Henry, the people's mayor.
Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work.
What is that?
No comment. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
So this is what it's all about, guys. They don't want a black person in power. They don't want a woman in power. If you ain't seen that yet. And someone so young. Everybody gotta understand, God give you what you can handle. That's what God give you. He ain't gonna give you more than that. As long as you can stay the course, fight the fight, and keep going, that's what we're gonna do here at Thornton Township.
Clerk, what are you doing? You out of order. You out of order. Did I call the roll? Did I say call the roll? I'm still speaking. You're out of order, Clerk Key. You out of order, Clerk Key. Like, stop. Y'all out of order. Everybody want to run stuff. Y'all don't run this house over here. Stop, please.
So now you have to listen in order to learn. Remove her. That's what all the hate is all about. It's all about your super mayor became too powerful too quick. So rare, so unique, and that's what everybody got the problem. It's all about control. And I stand in the fight because I want the boys and girls of the next generation to see what it looks like to come out of controversy and to come out of all the hatred unscathed. At the end of the day, God gives the test to his strongest soldiers.
Throughout all the controversy, throughout all the drama, all the naysayers, all the haters, and I see some of y'all in the line. Let me flip the camera around so you can see them in the line. Whoop, there she go. Look, right there. Whoop, that part. But they'll tell you that. Then they get in a little hate group. But you in my line, getting food, your kids out here bouncing in the bouncy house, you on the skate rink, all that. To actually stand in the fire while doing it. And guess what? Doing good and looking good too at the same time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's your Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor. Hey, she's my mayor. I like her. You know, so I wouldn't put her in charge of money, but I like her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead on and talk about these Democrats class in session. We got to talk about the Democrats because we can't let off of them. Democrats are trying to restructure, and they're trying to get y'all back on the plantation, but y'all got to see exactly how they move, okay? So remember, the term sanctuary cities. Now, these sanctuary cities in the United States of America, right? What are sanctuary cities? You know what? Give me a second. I forgot to do something. Hold on. Where are you at? Come on. I know you're around here somewhere. If you don't want to take my word for it, where is it? Am I missing something? Give me a second. I'm going to find it. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go here. You know, we gotta have the definitions real quick. Where did that go? Nah, it's tripping. All right, there we go. Sorry to have this set up, but it just popped in my head. And since y'all love when I do this now, so give me a second. All right, so we're gonna let our resident, definitely AI explain to you about sanctuary cities. And when it finished telling me, okay, so here's your resident AI talking about sanctuary cities.
A sanctuary city is a term used to describe a city,
municipality, or jurisdiction that adopts policies or practices to limit its cooperation with federal immigration enforcement. These policies are typically designed to protect undocumented immigrants from deportation or detainment based on their immigration status. Sanctuary cities aim to foster trust between immigrant communities and local law enforcement, ensuring that immigrants feel safe reporting crimes or accessing public services without fear of deportation. Key features of sanctuary cities. 1. Non-cooperation with ICE. These cities may choose not to honor federal immigration detainer requests, which are requests to hold individuals in custody beyond their release date for immigration authorities. 2. Focus on local law enforcement. Sanctuary cities prioritize local policing and do not use resources to enforce federal immigration laws. 3. Policies through legislation or executive order. The sanctuary designation can be formalized by a city council ordinance, executive order, or informal practices. Examples of sanctuary cities in the U.S. Some well-known sanctuary cities include New York City, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, Seattle. Support and criticism. Supporters argue that sanctuary policies improve public safety and community relations, as they encourage undocumented residents to cooperate with local law enforcement without fear of deportation. Critics claim that these policies can hinder federal immigration enforcement and may lead to increased crime or harboring of individuals with criminal records.
Okay, so you fully heard what a sanctuary city is. You got thank you, Keisha. You know that's Keisha AI. That's what my name for. Thank you, Keisha. Okay, so Keisha told y'all what it is. Sanctuary cities are meant to protect illegal immigration, illegal migrants, and you have no protection with you. Now, according to what Keisha said, all these Democrat cities, a lot of them like New York and Chicago and many others, are protecting illegal migrants from deportation, but they never protect you from incarceration. They protect them from deportation, but they don't protect you from police brutality. Matter of fact, a lot of police brutality happened to black people in these Democrat-run cities. You understand? And I want to go to some articles here. And because now the folks are starting to complain because they starting to see Trump about to come in there and make that happen. Now people complaining. So let me go to my first article here. Give me a second. My first article is going to be out of, let's see, hold on. Not that article. Hold on, where's my article? I think it was NPR. There we go. All right. NPR. First article we want to show y'all. Let's see if we can go up here. NPR. Trump's deportation vow alarms Texas construction industry. Okay? November 23rd, this article was written, ladies and gentlemen. So as you see here, to say clear signals President-elect Donald Trump plans to make good on his campaign pledge to deport millions of undocumented immigrants in his second term has sparked concerns among some in Texas business and economic sectors who say mass deportations could upend some of the state's major industries that rely on undocumented labor, chief among them the booming construction industry. It said it would devastate our industry. We wouldn't finish our highways. We wouldn't finish our schools, said a Stan Merrick, CEO of Merrick, a Houston-based commercial and residential construction giant. Housing would disappear. I think they'll lose half their labor. Now, see, Stan, he needs to be arrested. Let me tell you why he needs to be arrested. You know it's illegal to hire migrants that don't have a green card, right? That's illegal. Now, migrants that have a green card, they have a legal work permit to work, and they're fine. We're talking about people who don't have a green card, who don't have their work permit. Now, these are white folks sitting up here talking about a mass roundup comes as Texas booming. Texas cities regularly appear on a list of country's fastest growing communities, and construction cranes and workers donning safety vests are common sights in major cities. Say that Texas relies on undocumented labor is one of the state's open secrets, despite Republican tough on immigration stance. It said in 2022, more than 500,000 immigrants worked in the construction industry, according to a report by American Immigration Council and Texans for Economic Growth. Nearly 60% of the workforce was undocumented. Let me tell you why that happened. I'm going to tell you why that happened, because I remember when it happened. I'm from Texas. At one point in time, all those jobs you're talking about in construction, you know who had those jobs? Black men. Black men was doing those jobs. Matter of fact, I remember if you got out from doing a bid and you couldn't get no job nowhere, you go get construction job that day. All you had to do is go sign up and show up, and you getting a job in construction. Even if it was something like Fire Watch, Hole Watch, general labor, you'll get a job in construction. But what ended up happening is that all these black men couldn't get these jobs no more. They start bringing all these migrant men in here to do the same jobs that black men were doing for a very long time. And then so they kicked out the black men and the white men too, but they kicked out the black men, okay, brought in these migrants, paid them less money, and now they're admitting 60% of their workforce are undocumented migrants. Well, Trump, come on and get them on out of here. Because let me tell you something else about that. Yeah, you got all these migrants, but they doing horrible work. Go look up what the inspectors are talking about on TikTok. Do it yourself about these new homes that's being built by a lot of these migrants. They hurry up putting it together. It's shoddy jobs. And we talking about some of these high-priced builders, but yet the homes are not put together well at all. And they're finding so much shoddy work that's being done by all these migrants. These migrants aren't going to school. They're not getting not even an education at the local community college for these construction. They just teaching each other, and then they going out there and doing it. Versus you have maybe an FBA or something that went to the local community college and learned something. You understand what I'm saying? So if Trump decided to start getting them on out of here, then hey, brothers, there's some black jobs for you in construction all over again. You can go back and take your jobs back that you was originally doing, because I remember when black men was doing all those jobs. I remember it, and now black men can't even get those jobs anymore. You go drive down the street, look at houses, and ain't nothing but migrant men doing it. You don't see a black man nowhere. You go look at the highways, they right. It's nothing but them doing it. Ain't no brothers nowhere. You would think no brothers don't want those jobs. They want those jobs too. They want to feed their family. No, the fact is, the white people, yeah, they voted for Trump. They did. But they said, well, wait a minute, hold on. You kind of cut into my pockets now. Yeah, because when you have to hire a brother, you have to pay him. You can't do what you do to the migrants. So this is why I tell black men, get your act together. And when Trump start getting on them job sites and start getting them on out of here, because they promised workplace raids. They start rounding them up. Hey, brothers, go get them jobs. Go get them. Well, they do the jobs y'all won't do. Man, Texas is a state of 30-some-odd million people. You mean to tell me that out of 30-some-odd million people, nobody can work those jobs in construction? Nobody want to do it. You're saying that all Americans are lazy. That's a lie. That is a complete lie. There's a lot of Americans that would do those jobs. I can't stand that argument. Y'all Americans are lazy. Y'all won't do this. Y'all won't do that. Man, I'm a black man. I've done all kind of jobs. So I can pay my bills and feed my family. Man, black men are some of the most hardest men I've ever seen work. Black men be getting it out here. Black men be working 20 hours, 24 hours. I know black men that work like that personally in my years that I've been out in the industry working. Well, you talking about black men don't want to work. Y'all a lie. No, you just don't want to pay black men. That's what it is. So no, Trump, come on to Texas. Come on and let's go, Trump. Let's bring them on in. Brothers and sisters need those jobs. Now, let's get back to them whining. Because that's why I say these are the black jobs that we need to go get as a community. Now I say the state need to leverage both U.S.-born and immigrant talent to fill construction jobs that power Texas economy. No, you can use immigrants, no problem, as long as they got a green card. As long as they got a green card, bring all the immigrants you want, because they have a legal right to work at that point. If they don't have a green card, they need to go. You see, it's not remotely practical to round up and deport everybody, said economist Ray Perryman, the president and CEO of Waco-based Perryman Group. He said the reason Texas needs so many immigrant labor is simple. The Texas workforce isn't large enough to keep pace with its growth. You are lying, the truth not in you. You are a liar. You are a liar. No. You want to make record profits. That's what you want, sir. You want record profits. Because with Americans, and I know this because I know, with Americans, you're going to have to pay some taxes. And with the immigrants, you won't have to pay. But just put people on 1099 if you want to pay taxes. Anyway, it's saying we simply don't have an economic structure that can sustain that. There are more undocumented people working in Texas right now than there are unemployed people. Not everybody filed for unemployment, genius. There's a lot of people that can't even get unemployment. So that doesn't even make sense, what you just said. I didn't have a job when at one point in time, and I couldn't even get unemployment because I had made too much. It says a sustainable workforce, he added, will be hard to come by as the population wanes. These white folks up here is whining because they're not going to be able to benefit off of illegal immigration in their workforce. That's what they're whining about. I want y'all to see that. Now, let me show you the next article here. Texas offers thousands of acres to Trump for deportation facilities. So the land commissioner says the state is ready to allow a facility for processing, detention, and coordination of deportation. Hey, this is what a lot of people voted for, though. They did vote for mass deportation. They say the state of Texas offered thousands of acres of land to Donald Trump to construct deportation facilities. They say the Texas Land Commissioner Don Buckingham wrote in a letter to Trump that her office is fully prepared to enter into an agreement with the Department of Homeland Security, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or the U.S. Border Patrol to allow a facility to be built for processing, detention, and coordination of the largest deportation of violent criminals in the nation's history. Okay? This is what they're saying here. So say in October, Buckingham's office, the Texas General Land Office, purchased 355,000 acres of land, equivalent to the size of Rhode Island. It's of this, 1,402 acres have been offered to the federal government. Texas got a lot of land here. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot. It's land sits, on a ranch in Starr County in the Rio Grande. Oh yeah, I know exactly where that's at. Yeah, that's down by the border. It said terms of the purchase was not disclosed. Buckingham writes in her letter that the land was purchased from a woman who previously refused to let the state officials build a border wall on her property. Now the state plans to build 1.5 miles of border wall where there were once denied. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue to talk about that. So you see what the plans are. The plans, Texas say they want to participate in mass deportation. They offering land. You got the folks in Texas whining and crying because they cannot get a free ride anymore off the immigrants. Let me tell you something. There are Republicans that are business owners and taking advantage of illegal immigration. Don't you sit up here and think that it's just Democrats. No, it's Republicans too. They just don't want to lose their money. They'll be up here talking about, yeah, Trump get them, but when Trump go to get them, like, hey, Trump, what are you talking about, man? So now let's get to your Democrats here. Let's get to the Democrat Party. Give me a second. Let's go to the next article. All right, here we go. Now this is the stuff that I was talking about here. A Denver mayor says he's prepared to go to jail over opposition to Trump deportation of illegal immigrants. Now, when have you ever seen a Democrat mayor say they're willing to go to jail to stop the mass incarceration of black people? When have you ever seen that, ladies and gentlemen? Just when? Just when? When have you ever seen that? Now, they're saying that the Denver mayor, Mike Johnston, says he prepared to go to jail over his opposition to President-elect Trump's mass deportation plan, even as he walked back comments predicting a Tiananmen Square moment. He said Johnson has been asked last week by his opposition to the Trump plan to significantly ramp up deportations of illegal immigrants. When he enters office next year, Johnson predicted police deployment and a Tiananmen Square moment if federal officials attempted to do their job. He said more than us having DPD stationed at the county line to keep them out. He said you would have 50,000 Denverites there. He said in an interview with the Denverites, it's like the Tiananmen Square moment with the rose and the gun, right? He said you have every one of those Highland moms who came out for the migrants. Now, so you mean to tell me we'll get back to this. So you mean to tell me that y'all gonna stand at a county line and you want to stop the federal government from doing what they're supposed to? You do know the Supremacy Clause in the Constitution, right? And the Supremacy Clause says that the federal law trumps state law and your local city government, right? So under the Supremacy Clause, they can lock him up for obstruction of justice. If they wanted to, they can lock up any cop too that's trying to stop them under the Supremacy Clause of the Constitution for obstruction of justice. And I think they should. I think Trump should lock them up. I think he should put those Democrat mayors in jail, Democrat governors in jail that's trying to stop them from getting out people who are illegal migrants who do not have a green card or any reason to be here to work. But once again, where is these Democrat mayors to defend against the incarceration of FBAs? They have never done that. And I want y'all to see what these Democrat mayors are doing. I want y'all to see this because they're going to try to come around to you in 2 years talking about some midterms. I want you to see how they're acting. Since you want to go do all this with the migrants, okay, do that. Just go holler at them to go vote for you in 2 years and go holler at them to vote for you in 4 years. Just go ahead. I want to see it happen because we know good and well none of them can vote. And the only reason, let me tell y'all something. The only reason they got mollywopped, one of the reasons, is because they couldn't pull what they pulled last time in 2020. As much as I can say on this platform, y'all know what I'm talking about. What they pulled in 2020, they couldn't pull that. You know, in the middle of the night, certain things happening, right? They had to actually get out there and see what the voters actually thought this time. So how many of y'all still want to be Democrats at this point? That's what I want to figure out. How many of y'all? I don't think we should be Democrats. I don't think we should be Republicans. I believe we should be politically independent. We should be in the middle. We should look out for our interest. We only look out for Black American interest in our communities, our families. Now, you know, we got some immigrant brothers and sisters here from the motherland and from the Caribbean and all of that. And hey, if they rocking with us or whatever, hey, you know, okay, well, we'll rock together. If not, you know, hey, you need to move around somewhere. That's just bottom line. But the way it is right now, ladies and gentlemen, this deportation issue is not our problem. So I need y'all to get prepared to go get some black jobs. All right. He said, Raven says it proves they were always planning on using them to erase us. Of course. Of course. They want to, listen, they want us in the poorhouse. Of course they wanted to use all that undocumented labor from Latin America for the most part, because it's not a bunch of Africans and a bunch of Caribbeans. You may have some, but it's not a lot. It's not. The majority is coming from Latin America. They want to use Latin American labor to undercut us, to undermine us. And now when Trump coming to see, that's why they didn't want, let me tell y'all something. The reason they kept trying to take Trump out of here is because Trump is going to mess up a lot of people's money. You better understand that. A lot of these major corporations benefit off of illegal immigration. They benefit. And they benefit two ways. One, they don't have to pay much. Two, they keep you poor. Because if you can't get a job, black man, if you can't go get a job, black woman, then you're going to be in poverty. That's going to make you actually want to go do more crimes. How is it that these migrants get here and they get a job and you ain't able to get one and you've been unemployed for a year? Maybe you could do some door dashing. Maybe you could do some Amazon Flex, but you can't go get anything outside of that. But the migrant go get a job. Where's the job fairs for FBAs? In Chicago, Brandon Johnson, you Looney Tunes. And listen, don't elect nobody to no position with hair like that again, y'all. A man that old having his hair like that, y'all should have known better. That now he was 22 with his hair like that, I would get it. But doggone it, Brandon Johnson, you too old for that haircut. Anyway, if black people can't get jobs, then they gonna commit crimes. So they got a prison for you, but migrants, they got jobs. That's what they have. They got jobs over you. Yeah, you said no job, more dependency on the government. You say you think Trump is the wrong guy to try. Yeah, basically. So that's what the migrants serve. It undermines you and puts you in the worst position so you can get in prison. So you can be the slave they want you to be. Because as long as you're in prison, you are a slave by the 13th Amendment. See, they breaking laws. And look, these Democrats are sitting up here advocating the breaking of American federal law to keep these people in this country. But they never advocate for you. You have a little weed in your pocket and the Democrats let you go to jail. You understand? A lot of you locked up for nonviolent offenses. Where's the Democrats to say something about somebody getting in trouble for self-checkout or something? What are the Democrats talking about that? They're not talking about people going to jail for self-checkout. They never defend black people, but they're sitting up here defending these migrants. And people can say, oh, they doing the jobs. Oh, they doing this for the economy. Man, look, if they that great, go back to your homeland and go be great over there. We can't make it without them. Man, you're a line of truth not in. You mean to tell me we 300 some odd million people in this country, we can't make it without them? That's a lie. You're lying. You know good well, even on your job. If one person get let go on your job, do your job completely shut down? If they let go 3 or 4 people, do your job shut down? Or do they hire somebody else and bring somebody else in to do those jobs? There's nobody in the American system is so important that they can't be replaced. Come on now. This is a capitalistic country. Stop letting these people lie to you and say that, well, we don't have them. The whole country, man, if they leave, the food production gonna shut down. Y'all not gonna have nothing to eat. Man, black folks been eating on our own. What are you talking about, bruh? We ain't had no migrants feeding us in this country. During slavery, after slavery. Like when have we depended on migrants to feed black Americans? Please tell me that. There are no migrants in my neighborhood. And black folks was trading food constantly. Oh, you got some chickens. Oh, you got eggs. Okay. Oh, you got figs. Oh, you do watermelon. Oh, you do this, you do that. Okay, let's trade. Oh, we're going to go to the church and do this and that and the third. I never heard black folks say they were starving because a migrant wasn't there to help feed them. When have we gotten to the point as black Americans where we needed migrants to feed us? Man, come on now, man. Stop. Y'all got to stop. Y'all really got to understand your history in this country and who we are as a people. We are the people that make $1 out of 15 cents. If all the migrants go tomorrow, you think black folks gonna starve? Do you really think we gonna starve if every migrant was out of here tomorrow? Hell no. Now the folks may starve, but we not. We be just fine, trust me. Can't stand that. Somebody always trying to tell you, man, black people not gonna be able to eat no more, boy. The fruit shelf gonna be empty because they be picking it. We'll figure it out. That's our motto. We'll figure it out in black America because we never had somebody just handing us in. At one point in time, we couldn't even go to the white people's store. We had to go to our own store with migrants filling up the black grocery stores, and that's all we had to go to. Was the migrants up there doing all the food in the black restaurants during segregation? Was it them? No. We were just fine. Actually, we were better than we are now. All the fruits they got today, they spray pesticides on that. And y'all got the migrants out there picking all that fruit with the pesticides and getting the migrants sick. Now, let's talk about that. If you want to defend the migrants from all them cancer-causing chemicals that y'all putting on the fruit and all that and making the migrants pick that stuff and making the migrants sick. That's the conversation we need to have. But y'all not talking about that if you want to talk about migrants. Man, please. Can't stand them arguments when people come up to me with that mess about, oh, well, the country gonna go this. Oh, we need them. Man, you need Jesus. That's what you need. What's wrong with your own two hands? You can't do nothing for yourself? You can't do something for your family? Need another man from another country. That man need to be in his country doing what he need to do for his people. What'd you say? Tell you this, Kamala could have won with deportation, black hate crime bill, amending the Constitution, remove slavery, reparations. She would have had all the black vote. Yeah, I agree with that. She could have won with that. She sure could have. I would have voted for her. I would have voted for her on that. Yeah. And y'all heard she talking about possibly trying to run in 2028, ma'am. Just give it up. No, you do better go and run for governor of California. And I don't know if you'll win that. But I think she should go try to run for governor of California. Maybe she'll get that. When Gavin Newsom, I think he gets out in 2026. All right. So they continue to say about this deportation issue. I don't think I'm going to go through all that. But let's go to the next article here. I think we're going to go to, where is it? Florida here. Florida, Tallahassee Democrat. That's the name of the article here, the place. Trump deportation plan could target as many as 1.1 million people in Florida. Miami-Dade in particular could prove a ground zero for Trump's immigration policies. All right, that's Florida. Now, let me tell y'all something. Something I want to focus on here. And the Haitians is not my focus, actually. But he said, with President-elect Donald Trump poised to declare a national emergency to clear the way for mass deportation of undocumented migrants, Florida may face wholesale disruption in the coming year. Immigration experts say about 5% of Florida's population, 1.1 million residents, are living here without legal permissions. They say how far Trump goes will be critical in gauging deportation's impacts on communities, families, workplaces, and the Florida economy. It's at risk of people living and working in Florida under such programs as TPS, temporary protected status, asylum, or parole for Cuban, Haitian, Nicaraguan, and Venezuelan. They said a DACA, which has allowed thousands of children born to undocumented parents, to make new lives in Florida, also could be gone as soon as Trump takes office in January. Well, you know what? Let me say something here. Now, some I'm not going to say all, but a good portion of these Cubans that come in here, and I'm not talking about the black ones, we're talking about the white ones. You do know that a lot of the ones that came here because they didn't like Fidel Castro making things equal in Cuba, right? Let me get on camera and talk about that here for a minute, which y'all don't know. A lot of these Cuban immigrants that came here originally were the white Cubans that did not like that Fidel Castro was making Cuba equal, because at one point in time, Cuba was no different than the United States, with, basically almost like an apartheid Jim Crow type of system, the way it was in Cuba. So when Fidel Castro came into power, he started saying, nah, we're not going to be doing all that. We're going to be equal. And a lot of them white folks, and white Cubans, they say, oh, no, we ain't living here with them black folks have any kind of equality. And so a lot of them left and talking about they being oppressed by Fidel Castro and came to Florida. Okay. So one thing I think Ada Rodriguez talked about, because, they having this discussion about the Hispanic community and all of that. And Ada Rodriguez was saying, in which some people don't know, she said, yeah, well, we have our own white folks. He said, that's the difference. He said, black people don't have white folks. We do. He said, and that's why y'all don't know how to navigate the conversation, because we have white folks. And she said a lot of them Cubans are white. He said that's the ones that really cause a lot of problems. And what's that woman name? She's Cuban. God, her name will slip my mind. But she was being hella racist toward black folks. Man, what was that Cuban woman on X? I forgot that lady's name. Anyway, so if Trump gonna get them on out of here, hey, you know what I'm saying? They know, because I have no sympathy, because when the police was raiding the black community during the crack epidemic, who has sympathy for all those black people when their homes were raided by the police and SWAT teams? Talking about the crack epidemic, and we didn't put none of that mess in this country or in our communities. Who has sympathy for us? Because I remember that time period. They didn't show a bunch of black kids. Listen, you talking about separation of families? There was a lot of men and women separated from their families and mass incarcerated. Okay? Now, when it's the folks talking about meth, you want to say it's a sickness, it's a medical issue, but when it was us, it was criminal. And you separated a lot of black families. And you have no comments about separation of families. But when it comes to these other people, oh, we can't separate their family. But black people had their family separated. You have whole kids that go live with their auntie and their uncle or their grandmammy or grandpappy because y'all separated black families away from each other to throw them in a cage. And then we, as black Americans, supposed to feel bad because you go and get them because they broke the law? Remember, these people have a whole country they can go back to. We don't have no country we can go back to. We not, listen, these people come in here and they're waving a foreign flag. What foreign flag are we waving? I never understand that either. You come here, but you swinging your flag so hard. I never understand that. I'm like, if I love a place, why would I leave it? I want to fight for it if I love it. If I leave and want to go to another country, then I say, hey, I ain't with that place. I'm here, so I'm gonna pick up the American flag because this is my country now. I'm cool on that. But they'll be out here swinging their flag so hard, telling me they love where they from, but they don't want to go over there. They don't want to go fight to make those nations a better place. So because of what I saw in my community, the black community, the separation of families, I don't want to hear no talk about no sympathy about anybody else. When y'all didn't have sympathy for black people, where's them people having sympathy for black people getting their family separated? I didn't see it. So I'm a firm believer it is. Look, let me show y'all something that's going viral right now. And I like this thing here. I want y'all to see that. This picture is an AI picture by Nikki Free. She did an AI photo. And it has black women sitting on top of a building. Everything is on fire on this picture. And, you know, they're saying the 92% supposed to represent those who voted for Kamala Harris. I mean, she wasn't going to save America. So, I mean, you can put that on there, but she wasn't going to save America. Anyway, but what I do like about this picture is you got your coffee, you're chilling your nerves, you got the American flag right there, and everything just burning up and black folks are chilling. I love this picture. I love it. I really love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it because that has to be our posture. When they're playing all those images of, oh, look what Trump is doing, man, just get your coffee and sip it and relax your nerves with your American flag. Don't even be tripping. It's not our issues. It's not our problems. We are good. We are so good. Now, they should have put some brothers on there now because they did have some, you know, believe it or not, yes, there was 70-some% of black men voted for Harris too. You know, now this author, I don't know if she's being a feminist with it, but there are some black men that voted for Harris. Yes, 21% voted for Trump. That's true. But they did have black men vote for Harris, you know, or whatever, but that's fine. But still, I still like the picture of you chilling because they go to black women and that a lot to, hey, come speak for us, come fight for us. They do that with black women a little more. So a lot of black women say, you know what, we are in the, you know, F around and find out stage and we're good. We ain't fight for nobody. And I applaud any black woman or man who's taking this approach. You get your coffee, you get your latte, you get your cappuccino, relax your good black nerves. Don't stress out about anything. I want you to take vacations. I want you to get you mimosas. I want you to get your daiquiri. I want to get anything that you need to relax your nerves. You go it on and do that and let everything around you crumble because let me tell you something, black people. Let me tell you something. Every time we try to step in and help people, every time, how have these people treated us? All of them. How? Even America, we have saved you from yourself so many times. And look at how America has treated us. Every time we try to step in and help somebody, they don't treat us right in the end. The immigrants, you help them out, they get in political positions, and then what they do? They give us their finger, their middle finger, and their butt to kiss. Even some of the black ones. Some of you in the Congressional Black Caucus who are Caribbean, some of you from the continent, you get in these positions and you looking out for your Caribbean people and you looking out for your people like Ilhan Omar. Tell me she's looking out for Somalis. She ain't looking out for Black America and saying, hey, I'm part of Black America. She the type, she wants to jump in and out of blackness when it's convenient. And I love brothers and sisters calling that out, right? But she was on record saying she's here to defend Somalis in Somalia. Well, why are you here, ma'am? Carry your happy self back to Mogadishu and defend it. You can't defend it here. Anyway, Black Americans have done a lot for everybody. Every group we have stood for. And they have never returned the favor to Black Americans. So now, yeah, let them do, hey, don't y'all sweat it. Don't do nothing. Just worry about ourselves. We want to fight for something, we fight for black people. That's all we're going to fight for now. I'm not wasting my time, my breath on any issue. Yeah, Raven is right. They say it's time for us to get out the way. Look, God been saying that he been waiting on us to get out the way. Because, you know, sometimes you in the way of God doing his work. Sometimes, you know, even during in the Bible with Moses and them, right? With the plagues, he told them, stay in the house, close the door, and don't you even step foot outside. You know, on some of them plagues. And let God do his work. Sometimes you got to just chill your nerves. It's not for you to fight all the time. Sometimes it's just for you to, like I say, get your latte and chill. Get your Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Watch whatever you're going to watch. You're like, oh, man, what? They calling you. You saw what happened? Yeah, I heard about it. I hope they figure that thing out. Click. What do you think about that? This is happening. I don't know what to think about it, really. I'm just chilling. You know, y'all be all right. I'm going to pray for you. That sort of thing. We could really use you to say something. No. My days of doing that is over. It's over. Y'all need to do it now. You know, you got the juice now. Have at it. You know, I'll cheerlead from the behind like y'all would do. We be on the front lines fighting, and while all these other immigrant groups are behind just kind of chilling, and then black people do all the work, get all beat up, go to jail, and all of that, then they go get the benefit. No. That's right, Gary Mack. Not our people and not our problem. Because a lot of these people coming here, they feel they're better than us anyway. So since they're better, since they got the attitude that they're better than us as black Americans, they're better, right? Okay, cool, they're better. I concede to the fact that y'all are better. I concede that. Since you're better, then just show us how you're better. The people who are not smart, illiterate, low IQ, that's what y'all say, white supremacists, low IQ and all that, we're going to stay out of it. And we just going to just, you know, work on our IQ. That's what we're going to do. We're going to work on our IQ. We're going to, you know, just do a lot of different things. Maybe we'll take up, you know, I don't know, crocheting, you know, just things to try to work our minds, right? Y'all figure that thing out. We only gonna step foot out of our house unless it has something to do with our people. Well, that's not right. Who are you to say what's right or wrong when you became God? You ain't no person to tell me what's right or wrong. But Martin Luther King, what about Martin Luther King? What about him? He not here no more. The folks killed him. So what you telling me about him for? We chilling. And Martin Luther King didn't tell us get out there and fight for all you other groups either. When did he tell us that? I ain't read nothing where Martin Luther King told us go out there and fight for all these other groups. We got too much problems in the black community we need to be solving. That's been our problem. We solving everybody else's problem and not solving our own problems. And that's why our house look crazy, because we ain't cleaned that up. I'm telling y'all, Trump gonna have them crying, and they gonna be trying to approach you. Oh, you know, I even hearing some brothers saying that they being approached by some of them saying, could you marry my auntie? Could you marry my daughter? I'll give you $20,000. You black men, don't you do that. Don't you do that, because when the throat cutting happens, they gonna put you in jail. Don't you do that. You can make $20,000 on your own. Don't you marry them women. Don't you be thirsty. Well, if I do and take the money, you know, I got to clap some cheeks too. Don't be stupid. Cause you're going to be in jail trying to defend your cheeks at that point. Cause I know how some of you thirsty brothers out there, and some of you simps, I know. You know who I'm talking about. What'd you say? You say, if I survived all that, I can survive Trump? Yeah, man. Trump not our problem. Trump is not our problem. Trust me, we ain't worried about Trump. We good. Trust me, we survived worse than Trump. Trump is a cakewalk compared to what we have survived in this country. Please. Trump is a cakewalk. What Trump gonna do that haven't been done already to black people? What he gonna do? But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you say you're going to call ICE. You say you hand in your SIM card in 2017. Good. Please. Yeah, going into 2025, brothers, please turn in your SIM card. Please. It's not a good look for you to be simping out here. Don't simp for the migrant women. You know, don't, because some of them, because they know you're simps. They're going to come crying on your shoulder to see if you can save them. Because I know you some of you start simping out, you know. Some of y'all but she got booty though type of dudes. Some of you, please hang that up. Get your self-esteem up. Y'all know what I'm talking about, them kind of dudes. But she got booty though. Don't care. It's more to life than a woman's booty, bruh. More life than that. You can literally have it all. You hear me? You can have it all. You ain't got to do it like that. Okay, Alonzo say you survived segregation in the end of Jim Crow. Say you ain't scared. There you go. You ain't got to be scared of nothing. You say you was a co-chair of the Simp Committee? Oh, man. Look, man. Look. We all had to, listen, because you are a straight man and you like women, you know, your SIM card, every man had his SIM card pulled till you learn better, right? Hopefully your SIM card is in your younger years when you don't know no better. You shouldn't be my age or older still simping out here, but you still got some guys like that. You guys simping in your 40s. Like, bro, you should have learned a long time ago. What are you doing? Why are you still simping out here? That's stupid. But I'm telling you, that's why I see it coming. Them migrant women gonna start pulling up on you brothers. And because a lot of y'all got low self-esteem and that don't get no attention, then y'all gonna be, that's when you're gonna see some of them guys trying to be out here. It ain't right what Trump doing. Like, where you come from? Why you saying that for, bro? Oh, one of them migrant women ran game on you, huh? So now she done recruited you to defend her. Okay. All right, bro. Because I can see that coming with some of y'all. All right, I know you. I know you like the back of my hand. I know you. I know some of these brothers get a little attention and they lose their doggone mind. That's like I say, sisters, please get these guys attention. Please be nice to them. Just smile at them. Don't roll your eyes at them. Don't do that, please. Because these guys, like I say, them migrant women going to pull up on them and they ain't going to know what to do. And they're going to be so nice to them when they pull up on them. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the stream tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Make sure you click the like button. Make sure you click the subscribe button. That's very, very important. Download the African Diaspora News Channel app on the Google Play, Apple App Store. Once you do that, hit create account. And you can choose monthly, quarterly, or yearly that support our platform. We put content on our app that we cannot put on YouTube, or something that go up on YouTube and they have an issue with it, to monetize it, whatever. We immediately remove it from YouTube and it goes to the app. So make sure that you have the app, support the app. A lot of great things going to be coming to the app. Definitely. We got some things, in it cooking as always. So some things will be directed just for the app, and we'll probably be putting like little previews here, but it'll be fully on the app. So make sure you be there so you can be there and see every single thing that we have going on the African Diaspora News Channel app. So thank y'all for listening and being here. We greatly appreciate it, and we'll see y'all on the next one.